bonjour. If it is before 12 noon Eastern Time, bonjour. I just want you to know that I completely understand that sometimes you get to a place where you feel like you're hitting a wall. And that's the reason why I've expanded all of these videos. This whole entire program, believe it or not, used to be 5.5 hours on videos where I would just quickly go over the next teaching and you did all of the work in the workbook. Or you went on my Facebook page, you can see my name to go on my Facebook page, and you looked at some videos I posted or asked me questions on Messenger, whatever. And I came to the place where I realized you needed more of the cultural understanding, more of the expressive, the visuals, and more in-depth teaching because, like I always say, Creole and English are not compatible. Never the two shall meet. So this is a perfect example of this. These are question forms. Question forms in English are pretty cut and dry verbally, but not comprehensively. They have different meanings. For example, in English, when using the word what, it can be the subject or the base of the question. Here's an example. What do you want to eat? What is the subject? What do you want to eat? That means what was the subject in that sentence. What food do you want to eat? Food is the thing. It is the subject. What was the base of the question? The question base. I told you in Creole, there is a word for every concept. So if we have two different kinds of what, one is the actual thing we're talking about. One is the question base, then the thing. What are we talking about? What subject are we talking about? So in Creole, we have two different ways of saying what. This way, you always know what you're saying. Couldn't resist that. Okay? So for example, let's give the same example that I just gave in English. What do you want to eat? Thing. Subject. Do you want to eat? Kisa ou vle manger? Répétez. Kisa ou vle manger? But what if I wanted to say, what food do you want to eat? We focus only on the base. The base is ki, K-I. Now I know you have this fabulous rectangle in the workbook and it's explaining everything in detail. You can see my notebook. I've been at this for a decade. That square will help you immensely. This video is not me being tedious. It's me hearing mistakes with these 4 question forms. And that's why I'm going into them. Okay? And so yes, that square is going to be great. But as soon as you're translating your sentences, your exercice, and your devoir, you're going to go, what just happened? Because it's not, what is Kisa? No. What, the subject, is Kisa. What, the base, then subject, is just ki. What do you want to eat? Kisa ou vle manger? Kisa ou vle manger? What food do you want to eat? Or what food do you want? Qui manger ou vle? Qui manger ou vle? So you can see what just happened. If I have the subject, what did you tell me? Kisa ou dis-moi? Répétez. Kisa ou dis-moi? What did you tell me? Kisa ou dis-moi? What cat died? Qui shot? Qui shot? What question base plus subject is qui, then subject. If what is the whole subject, that is when we combined qui and sa. As you remember, sa means this, that. It is the subject. And that is why we say kisa. Now, we use this also in kile because kisa means what plus subject, and ki just means question base before the subject. Kile is the same way. Kile means what time. So in English, you could say, tell me when he spoke to you. Tell me what time he spoke to you. But in English, you can say, when he goes, tell me. You would never say, what time he goes, tell me. That's bad grammar. Creole, these are two different concepts as well. In English, there are two different concepts, even though we're still saying when. Tell me when he goes. When he goes, tell me. But conceptually speaking, we are saying, tell me what time he goes. When, just the time, not what time. Time he goes, when he goes, tell me. In Creole, when we are saying what time, we say kile. When we are only discussing the subject, time, we say le. We will use the same example. Tell me when he spoke to you. Dis-moi qui le li parle ak ou. Dis-moi qui le li parle ak ou. Remember, we can say avec ou or aku because they're interchangeable. Now, when he goes, not what time he goes, when he goes, time he goes, tell me. Le li ale, dis-moi. Le li ale, dis-moi. This isn't a what time. This is just time. Just time. I don't know what time he's going. Mwen pa konen ki le li prale. Répétez. Mwen pa konen ki le li prale. Don't worry about the prale. We're just focusing on the kile. Okay? So that's when we're saying, I don't know when. I don't know what time. Okay? All right. Very good. Now the next word is kote. It's again in the same example, following the same rhythm. Kote. What place? In English, it means where. But it has two concepts in English. So in Creole, we have two different ways of saying it. And you can refer to kile and you can refer to kisa. When we are asking the question base and the thing, the place, we say kote. What place? Just like le. Question base. Time. Kile. Okay? Kisa. Question base. Location. Thing. Sa. Not location. Thing. Sa. Kote is what location. So if I want to say, where did he go? What place did he go to? Ki kote li ale. Ki kote li ale? But if I want to say the place he went to is beautiful, where he went is beautiful. I'm not asking what place he went is beautiful. I'm saying the location he went to, the place, the kote he went to is beautiful. Kote li alea belle. Kote li alea belle. Now, some of you are going, why is the after ale? Because it's an adjective noun phrase. It's not the place is beautiful. The place that he went to. The description of the place is that it's where he went. If I were just saying the place is beautiful, kote a belle. The place, description, that he went to, kote li ale the belle. Kote li ale a belle. Remember, the comes after the noun phrase. And I know I've been saying this since leçon deux, but I like to reiterate things because that will help you. Now, the trickiest phrase for people is ki mun ki. Kisa ki. Ki le ki. Ki kote ki. I want you to look at those keys in this way, okay? What subject that? What subject who? So if I were to say, what place is beautiful? I would say ki kote ki belle. That means what place, which is, that is, beautiful. When you're bringing the which is and the that is, you add another key. Who did that? Ki mun ki fesa. Ki mun ki fesa. Who is it that which did that? So that's what that means. In English, you would say who did that. You're using to do as a part of a question form. We use the ki afterwards. So ki, mun, ki can precede an action, an adjective, or a thing. Ki mun ki Gloria. Who is it that is Gloria? But if I were just saying, who are you? I'm not saying, who is it that you are? I'm just saying, who are you? Who you be? Ki mun u ye. Ki mun u ye. So ki mun ki is complicated because English and Creole are not compatible. So you have to look at it as ki mun ki. Who is it that? Ki le ki. What time is it that? Ki kote ki. What place is it that? Ki sa ki. What is it that? I want you to look at it in that way, and it'll make it so much easier for you. Don't look at it as who, what, when, where. Because English and Creole do not go back and forth, which is why when you look at the dictionary, you notice I have a lot of notes. And that's because I know they're not compatible. Okay, so that was excellent. You've got your question forms down. And right now, I feel like, you might want to take a little break before you go into the next teaching video, which is on contractions. Contractions, this is a concept that takes people years to master. I teach it in leçon 6 because it's all you will hear in Haiti. It's like English isn't aren't, wouldn't, won't. These are contractions, two words contracted together. And I want to give you a teaching that allows you to be able to understand what you are hearing. It will teach you how to use contractions, but it's not a hard and fast rule, which is why I don't want you to tense up and go, okay, I've been hearing contractions and wanted to learn, but I don't want you to look at it as, I'm going to learn it with the next video. It's a skill. It takes a long time to know when to use it and when not. But I'm going to guarantee you times you can use it. But I'm going to help you mostly to understand what you are hearing. Okay, I'm going to say, see you later. Go ahead, like the video, download this video, because you definitely are going to want to hear these question form teachings for sure. Again and again and again. Encore, encore, encore. Okay? Nawe pita.